Good morning, students. Today we'll be seeing the next topic in your second chapter is the other type of business organization is cooperative society. So this is a very important topic for examination point of view, because cooperative society is the oldest society which has been formed by the people. So usually these questions will be always asked in your exam. Okay, for 1 mark it will be, okay, the total weightage of this topic is 11 marks. So 1 mark question 1 will be there, then you have 2 marks question, 5 marks and 8 mark question. So these are the possible questions in this one, because this is an oldest this one formation of business. Many examiner ask this questions. Okay, so cooperative society. First, going for the class, we will see what is cooperative. Cooperative is nothing but a understanding, okay, where people are willing to do one common work. What they are going to do? People are willing to do one common work. Society is where two or more people forming together. Okay, what it is? A group of people forming together for an particular activity. Okay, it is called as society. So cooperative means where understanding, okay, with mutual understanding for doing one particular work, okay, for a service or anything. Society is where many people put together form one committee, is called as society. Now first we will see introduction to cooperative society. The word cooperative means working together and with others of a common purpose. See here, for example, I have taken this image where group of people are sitting, and what is the main intention is to set the puzzle here. So everyone is having the same puzzle. What they having? Same puzzle gap they have. Common puzzle gap, puzzle which is missed out is same with everyone. That is the common. Purpose is to fill the puzzle. Purpose is to fill the puzzle. So everyone main aim is what? To fill the puzzle. So purpose is one and common thinking is also one. So your cooperative society also is the similar to this one only, where people, okay, working together with a common purpose. What it is? With a common purpose. Yeah, meaning of cooperative society. The cooperative society is a volunteer association of person who joins together with the motivation of welfare of the members. They are derived from the need to protect their economic interest in the face of possible exploitation at the hands of middlemen, observes with the desire to earn greater profit. So what is this society? Is formed with the volunteers of people joining together to do some motivational work, okay, or welfare of the members. Okay, this is an other type of banking system also we can tell. Okay, you can see in the villages and all we will be having cooperative society. Still now it is there. Okay, in your villages. Okay, if you go very undeveloped, still developing villages. Okay, like your this one. For example, I can take your Malur, okay, outside to next to the Malur there is one village. There we will find this cooperative society. Okay, where these people is one motivation, okay, where all the people, okay, all the village people joins together and make a society where they come, where they help the other peoples, okay, where they don't allow the middlemen, okay, here for the exploitation. And these people earn more profit. Okay, this society earns more profit. Yeah, the cooperative society is compulsory required to be registered under Cooperative Societies Act 1912. See here, this society must be registered. Compulsory, it should be registered with the government. Okay, under Cooperative Society Act 1912. The purpose of setting up cooperative society is simple enough, and at the most what is required is the consent of the at least 10 adult person to form a cooperative society. Yeah, see here, how many people should form a cooperative society is at least 10 adults. Okay, adults means where they are not less than 21 years or they are not more than 50 or 60s. Okay, between this age people can form the cooperative societies because they know what to do for the societies. I will go features of cooperative society. Yeah, volunteer membership. First one is volunteer membership. The membership of a cooperative society is volunteer. So no one is going to force anyone here. Okay, you come and join for the society. You come and join. Okay, you can invest in the society. Nothing like that. People voluntarily they can come and represent themselves for the cooperative society, because in future they should not mention anyone, okay, that you were the person to force me to join in the cooperative society, or if any conflict is happening in the society also, that time they need not point out anyone, okay, they should not give any reason for that. Here it is a volunteer joining, okay, where to join the society. A person is free to join a cooperative society and also live anytime as per his desire. See here, as volunteer he is coming, okay, so he is free to join. No one is going to force here. And the same time, if he wants to live, he can easily live without making any problems, okay, or there will not be more legal formalities here like partnership and all. For joining it is easy, okay, volunteer you're coming and joining, voluntarily you're living, okay, there will be only registrations, okay, so after that the again it will be the new one. There cannot be any compulsory for him to join or quit a society. See, no one inside this society or outside this society, no one is going to force him, okay. What is going to do? No one is going to force him. You need to join, okay, you need to live. No one is going to force. Membership is open to all. So anyone, okay, they can volunteers, only volunteers they can come and join this society irrespective of their religion, caste and gender. In cooperative society there will no be caste, religions or gender mentioned here. So anyone with the volunteer environment, let it be male or female, any caste, okay, any religion, let it be Muslim, Hindu, Christian, so all everyone put together they will form a society and it is called as cooperative society. So membership is volunteer, there is no any force. Then legal status. So registration of a cooperative society is compulsory. So legally what we have to do, we have to go according to the law, by law. Cooperative society is by law. This accounts a separate identity to the society which is distinct for their members, okay. So this will be a separate identity for the members who are being in this society, cooperative society. The society can enter into contracts and hold property in its name. So what this society can do, it with the name of the society, it can enter any contract, okay. For buying a land, okay, you can go, okay. Then for constructing a road contract, okay, you can go, okay. Anything for a village, okay, improvement for a village or society, they can initial, okay, all the members of the cooperative society can take the initial and take a contract of running it, okay, and hold any property. This society has rights to hold any property, sue and to be sued by others. And as a result of being a separate legal entity, it is not affected by the entire or entry or exit of the membership. So you see here, as it has been registered, so there will no be effect of entering or exiting of the members, okay. So anyone can enter it, okay, for the society and anyone can exit. So there will not be any compulsion here because it is an legally registered by the law. This society will mainly focus on service motivations. Then limited liabilities. The liabilities of the members of a cooperative society is limited to the extent of amount contributed by them as capital. See here, a group of people, okay, joining together, making as a cooperative society. Here the liability is limited, okay, till what amount is being invested, till there will be is liability in case. This defines the maximum risk that the members can asked to bear, okay. So here the maximum risk also can be asked the members to bear, but here always cooperative society risk liability is limited. What it is? Liability is limited to an extent. Then control. In a cooperative society, the power to take decision lies in the hand of an elected managing committee. The right to vote gives the members a chance to choose the members who will contribute the managing committee, and this lets the cooperative society a democratic characteristic. Yeah, cooperative society is like our Indian government, okay. It is democracy government where one party rules for a particular period while people electing them. Who is going to elect them? People will vote them and elect. Same thing also in cooperative society, all the members will elect one person to nominate, to be nominated by others, okay, where he will be managing the committee, okay, what work should be done, what and all should be done, he will be managing. Here control is in one hand, one person, one vote, okay. The people, the committee people, all the people get joins together and nominate peoples, okay. After nominating the people, they will vote, okay. So 2 or 3 people will be nominated. So majority vote who is getting, they will be the committee leader, okay, who will be managing the entire cooperative society. So here one person with one vote. Then service motivation. The cooperative society through its purpose lays emphasis on the value of mutual help and welfare. So it is purpose is what laying the empathies means. The main motivation is to serve, okay, with the investment, okay, what the other people have put as the capital, okay, they have been contributed as the capital and put as the capital. With that they are going to serve, means help the people for their development, okay, for doing business, okay, for any help they'll be giving this money for the interest. The motive of serves dominates its working. So what it is doing, it dominates its working, it is motive is to serve. If a surplus is generated as a result of its operation, it is distributed among the members as dividend in conformity with the bylaw of the society. So the money what they are earning, if it is surplus, means if it is they are getting profit, okay, this amount has been divided as the dividend in the cooperative society. What they will be doing, they have been taking as a dividend in the cooperative society by law. The law is there for them, okay, because it has been purely registered one. Yeah, so today's class we have been seeing meaning and futures. So next class will be seeing the merits of cooperative society. Thank you, students.